This doesn't look like a nice guy. He's stealing that poor woman's baby. That's not good. Don't do that. Hello, everybody. I am the Dungeon Guru, and we are playing Kingdom Death Monster. Let us begin. We just finished up with a very, very successful showdown versus the White Lion. It was a level 2 White Lion, and it was a little touch and go, but as you can see, we harvested. How many did we even get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And this could technically be 2 hide. So, like, 21 resources. This is insane. I think this is the most resources I've ever got from a hunt. We got the cub, which allowed us to get 4 more. And we took Dandy out on the fight. And she did amazing. Critting left and right. I think the lion ended up with 4 persistent injuries. And so I have taken a little bit of time because I have a feeling that this is going to be I think this is a very pivotal moment in the campaign. We have a lot of choices to make, and to be honest, at this point I don't know what the right choice is anymore. There are several different directions that we could go, and the most important thing, like the through line and really the issue with all of this is that we have, after our settlement event, and we're going directly into the regal visit. And so I've spent a decent amount of time looking at our resources, trying to figure out what the most practical way forward is going to be. And the reality is, I need to do a settlement event, I need to resolve it, and then I need to look at what Regal Visit is going to give us, because that is going to likely shape the context of the remainder of, you know, of this entire phase. And as much as I might try, and as much as I do want there to be some other way out, I suspect that that will not be the case. So that's enough gib gab. Let's go in order. Let's get to it. The survivors have returned. We are going to gain endeavors. We have 4 survivors that successfully returned, and we have 1 over our population of. We have 1 from our population being over 10. And that'll be 5 endeavors that we'll have. Let's grab those now. Okay. There we are. Okay. And now, try as I want, or try as I might. We're gonna just have to update the timeline, check this guy, and deal with the regal visit. So here we go. Nickname. Every returning survivor gets a nickname. Roll. Each rolls a d10 on all 3 tables below. Add the nickname to the survivor's current name between their first and surname. Okay. This is a rather annoying one to do, but that's okay. I'm going to grab 3 dice, and I'm going to kind of throw them here. And left to right is going to be top to bottom. So the leftmost dice will be the first event, and then that's how it's going to work. So the 9, we are wise, and then the 2 is sneak, and then the 2 is of the lantern. So wise, sneak, of the lantern. We already have a couple nicknames here, if we're going to be honest. Wise sneak of the lantern. All right. Grab our 3 dice. 337. It's going to be Dingle Sneak of the Antelope. That's a Dingle Sneak of the Antelope. All right, that's a very interesting nickname. Dingle Savior of the Lion. Okay. Dingle Savior of the Lion. All right. Well, we haven't got any good or negative things, so. Oh, and Dandy always gets Savior, so this one's going to become Savior. And he is Brainless Savior of the Antelope. All right. Well, that's a pretty null event. Antelope. All right. Okay. I mean, nobody died. So that's good. And now we have to deal with the Regal Visit. And this is, I have to say, this really feels like a pretty pivotal moment. Oops. In our campaign. So let's take a little look at the art here. We'll click on the book. Oops. Not what I want. We'll zoom in. We'll come over here. This doesn't look like a nice guy. He's stealing that poor woman's baby. That's not good. Don't do that. So, Regal Visit. The hand strides into the settlement. The survivors' thoughts vanish as they fall to their knees, struck dumb by its glorious, incomprehensible presence. Add the hand to the Nemesis Encounter list. Add the Nemesis Encounter hand level 1 to the timeline 2 years from now, and the hand begins the inspection. Okay. 2 years from now would be 1, 2. Wow, we got a lot going on. Oh, it's already here. Great. Okay. And inspection. Okay, so this roll is really important. I'm not going to hem and haw over it. I'm not going to read everything, but this is a 2. Okay. That was the best result, I think. It's not great, but that was the best result because we don't even have the lantern oven already. Because the Kingsman, right? I think it was the Kingsman. He broke it last time. They really don't want us to have heat. That's not very nice of them. But in one swift motion, the hand draws its sword, cleaving the lantern oven, and 4 other survivors asunder. Suffer -4 population. Return the lantern oven to the innovation deck, and challenge the hand to avoid this loss. So I don't think that I'm going to challenge the hand because I know that he will kill me. And I don't have the lantern oven, so this is probably the best thing. I really didn't want him to run through our storage, so the fact that we didn't get that, this is probably the best outcome. Now finding 4 people to kill is going to be a little suspect. Oh, okay, we do have one business, one order of housekeeping. It has come to my attention that it is not possible to have 2 saviors at the same time in 1.6. This was a valid strategy in 1.3 and I believe 1.0, which is where I played most of my time. So we have, well, I probably shouldn't have deleted Malfurion because we can keep Malfurion, but he's no longer a savior. Malfurion, man. And we're going to just change that into twins. So, oof, yeah. But the good thing about that is that that is 2 of the people we can give to the hand. So we're just going to remove them. And so that's 2 of the 4 deaths that we have to suffer. And so now we need to find 2 other sacrifices, essentially. And so I mean, Jaina doesn't have a lot going on. It might be Jaina. Like, Valera has far too many stats to give up. Dandy's our savior, of course not. Tyrande has some pretty good fighting arts, pretty good stats, good courage, good understanding. I don't think I can in good conscience give up Daughter. Not with Combo Master. Maev. Maev might be on the chopping block. Okay, I think Maev is probably Maev is not going to make it out of here. Yeah, okay. Maev is looking a little suspect right now. I think I'm just going to... Alright, yep, Maev is one of them. Let's record these 3 deaths. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And let's come back. Now, we need one more. Let's get rid of Maev. And it might be Cap. I think it's going to be Cap. All right, there it is. Well, nobody said this was going to be fun. That does, however, give us 4 more endeavors for our trouble. So, all right. Well, I was really going back and forth, and I was worried a lot about how this was going to play out. And I think honestly, that was easily the best outcome. So, yeah. Just suffer -4 population. Perfect. Sure. All day, I take that. And now we have all of our resources, and pretty much we're free to do some innovating. I can finally innovate, which I definitely want to do. Let's get our monster organ, hide, and bone. Let's just take these 3, and we're going to put them back down there. And we are going to draw 4 cards from here. Okay, drums. Come on, heat. Okay. Let me find the nickname thing. I just want to take a look at this because this had a pictograph. Gain a nickname. I have to spend. You may change your first name. That's kind of... All right. Okay. Well, I think it's... I think it could be Inner Lantern. I think getting Surge is going to be pretty important here. We notably don't have heat still, which is exceptional. Nightmare Training is... Yeah. I don't think I can really make use of Nightmare Training. I think it's probably going to be Inner Lantern. And so there's often that I want to Surge and just have our Qatar person just kind of dig into it again. Or even surge, and after the first attack, surge, check again with the cat eye circle. Like, I think it would just speed the encounters up, and increase our throughput ultimately. So that's pretty desirable. Drums are good. Drums are good. I do like drums, but I don't. I think I do want to check one thing. I want to check one thing. Pictograph is a requirement. Is it pictograph or pottery? Pictograph is a requirement for the almanac, but that requires leather, and I don't have that yet. So, okay. All right. Yeah, well, dang it. I really, really want to get heat back. But I think we're going to take inner lantern. We have done it. And now we need to add the inner lantern consequences, which I don't know if there are any. No, there are. Yeah, scarification, scrap smelting. Okay. Well, these are two good ones to have if we're going to be honest. Let's give that a shuffle. Yeah, I would have really liked to just get Lantern Oven back though. That would be nice. Okay, it's fine. Okay, this can go back. All right. I think we need to make the leather worker. So I'm gonna pull 3 hide out. 1, 2, 3. I guess we'll do it this way. 3 hide. In case that didn't make sense, I'm just archiving this for 2 basic hide from the Shimmering Mane. And then I need 1 organ, right? Yeah, 1 organ. So a sinew is a perfectly fine organ. And with that, we will make the skinnery. The skinnery, it's a really good thing that we, wait, what happened? What's going on? Oh, that we'll make the leather worker even. It's a really good thing that we got these. Like all these resources when we did. I felt like we were just beginning to get like a beat behind where we needed to be. So this hopefully kind of pulls us back into contention here. Because now we can make the leather shield. So now, how many leather do I have left? 1, 2, 3. I can make 3 leather? That's not enough leather. Do I have any in storage? No. Got tons of bones. I'm rolling in bones here. All right. Do have the whiskers. These whiskers may yet become a harp. May yet become a harp. I can make a king spear, technically. I can also make the clawhead arrow, which I am a pretty big fan of the clawhead arrow, to be perfectly honest. I do like it. So I definitely am going to make a lucky charm. I'm going to find a way to get two two blue crests there so I can have one more luck. That will definitely be good. Can I get a blue down? Blue down. My kingdom for a blue down. Okay. Well, with 3 leather, I can make okay, so I could make oof, yeah, I just don't have enough Okay, I don't need the shield right now. That's an important thing. I don't need the shield right now. And if I don't need the shield, then I keep the hide so that I can, well, it doesn't really matter. I have tons of these things, so. Hmm. Okay. Yeah, I'm just trying to. I'm like maybe fecal salve and lucky charm. Can I get both of those on the gear grid? Fecal salve, lucky charm. I can. Okay. That does not give me two crests though, right? Let me just. I think this needs to be complete with a luck. Yep. Uh-huh. Yeah. Uh-huh. Checks out. Checks out. One scrapped and one perfect organ. I don't have a perfect organ, so let's just banish that thought. Yeah. Ooh, bandages. Bandages? Does it work? No? No, it doesn't. Okay, well here's a question. Just for consideration's sake, just do I need two Katars? Would not a 3-speed configuration be better? That's a thought. Still, I guess it's what? It's a fecal salve, lucky charm. I still need a right. Like, what would that be? I don't even know what it would be. Speed pad, no. Yeah, so if I could get a leather, okay. Yeah, all right. So I don't know how I activate lucky charm right now. Like, yeah, I don't, I don't see it. Not without some type of. Oh, okay. Hold the phone. That's right. I do have some screaming, screaming whatnots here. That would necessitate breaking my set bonus, though. But, yay, yay. Let's think about this. If the bow comes back to here, and I get the charm, I really want deadly here, but I don't. I'm not seeing it. I'm sure that like this is probably a solved problem, right? There's probably like an optimal way to do it, but I don't. I don't. I guess I don't know what it is, and that's okay because that's like part of the fun. So given that, yeah, I knew that this was going to be a very kind of meandering little phase here because there's a lot of tough choices to make. For one thing, okay. Oh, also, Ilune only has one Twilight Sword proficiency. Thank you. Although I guess right now, I think that's her first time out. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. All right. Dang. I really want Deadly, but I just don't see it. And I don't think it's worth breaking this for one more luck. I don't think so. I don't think that Like, obviously, I don't think that, like, ultimately, right? Like, I don't know. Well, I don't know. Oops. Is Elune gonna go out with us? Wait, do I have boots? Why didn't I put... Oh, no, she has the leg warmers. Right, right. I do have boots. Okay, let's take a step back and go from first principles, right? Ass- Elune will not always be on the hunt, right? So, at the very least, right, if this comes back over here, and maybe the skullcap hammer is not... Like, it was fine, I guess. Perhaps this is, you know, if... Are you going to keep tanking? You have really good stats. 2 strength, 1 evasion, 1 luck. I mean, you're cooking. Valera's cooking. And I could make the counter weighted axe, perhaps. Would that be... It has reach. If I have a red, I need a red down. Red down seems pretty rare. Yeah. Red down from the line home. Not quite what I need. I mean, but 2 strength. Let's take a look at this again. Let's see. 6 up. That's not bad. That's better than the 7 up. Now, yeah, and it's reach. It's just reach. The Whistling Mace is a 6 up on 3. Scrap Lantern would be good. I would like to get the Scrap Lantern at some point, but I don't have a perfect organ right now. Unwieldy. Oh, unwieldy means on a hit of 1, I take damage. Yeah. Alright, so do I want the spear or do I want the clawhead arrow? And I feel like I kind of want the clawhead arrow. I really like the clawhead arrow. Let's look at the spear just one more time. Yeah, 263 is like... So 263, right, versus... Let's come here. A 264, which I can get right here. So I think I take the clawhead arrow. So goodbye, executive choice. I'm actually gonna do it this way. I'm gonna just put it there. I'm kind of keeping those up there so that I can have a quick reference of like what resources I have, but I just need to add this so I can use the automated crafting. Okay, clawhead arrow. Done. Okay, this is great. I love the clawhead arrow. I love that for us. Now, I could drop this, take this, right? And then... And then if I... Yeah, I could make the luck charm and I could have 1 luck there. That seems... Doesn't seem bad. Let's just put the eye there. I don't need a second one of those. I hope not. If I ever lose that person. I guess I can come back to this exact moment and be like, remember when you said you didn't need one? And I'll be like, yes. Okay. So that gives +1 luck. I like that. Okay. I do like that. Stone noses don't need to be here. Don't need to be here. I probably, if I can keep the perfect hide and the perfect bone, I would like that, right? So I think that gives me 2 perfect bones. Yeah. Kind of rolling in the perfect bones here. Whiskers, I think I'm just going to go ahead and make this as the harp. I think that is a unique item that is worth having. I need to archive a bone with it. That's fine. I got plenty of these cat bones. I know this is kind of a weird way to do it, but I just really need to visually see what I have so that I can track it. Thank you. Okay. All right. So this can even go like that, right? That's not bad. I mean, I don't. This can go like that. Like I don't know if any of that's necessary. I guess if I had the fecal salve, no, because it's yeah. The issue is you need a blue, right? That's the hard part. That is the hard part. You need blue, right? Yeah. So I think I'm probably hunting the antelope because if I can finish off the screaming set, that'd be good. I would like that. I'd also like a couple more pelts so I can maybe make some beast knuckles. Probably am going to return to the antelope. Probably not a level 2 antelope. Probably not a level 2 antelope. And all right, so like a million bones. Maybe I just keep some of these resources. I think I'm going to collect them and just add them to my resource storage for right now. Okay, wait. Okay, hold on. Sinew, that goes there. This 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 goes there. Okay. These two come to me. They go there. Okay. You go there. You go there. All right. Now let me just make sure everything's in here. Where is the perfect organ? Oh, it's right there. Okay. All right. It's in here. All right. Just want to make sure. I haven't seen it in a while. I didn't know where it was. You know, sometimes things get misplaced. We don't ask questions. Okay. So I do like that I have a bunch of resources. That makes me happy. I don't know that I need to spend any of them right now. I think I need to save up a lot of hide, or as much hide as I can kind of get. And then maybe, maybe next turn I push to finish off, leather and maybe stone circle. I'm not sure. The antelope doesn't drop much hide, if I recall. Or maybe it does. I guess I could look. Bone, bone, organ, hide, organ, bone, hide, organ, hide, bone. So let's see. Can I put this just here and then it'll tell me how many there are? How would I put this here? Will it tell me? 16. Okay. That's kind of funny. But nobody intended it to be used that way. So there's 16 cards here, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 organs, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 hide. Yeah, so hide is the least likely thing to get. Most likely is bone, which I don't need. I don't need more bone. That does make hunting the antelope a little less desirable. Or it possibly makes the desire to hunt the other antelope a little bit more enticing. Yeah, this is tough. I still have a boatload of endeavors that probably are going to be augury rolls. Let's look at how many people I actually have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9 people. That's not good. We need to get some babies going here. We're running on fumes here. Let's okay, let's start doing some auguries. Let's start doing some auguries. Let's see. Who can I proc understanding on? Dandy, I'm sorry. You're I don't need understanding on you. Okay. So a loon here. Alright, we're gonna augury with the loon. First augury, a loon. Let's go. A 7. You gain +1 survivor. Survival. Okay. There you are. You've done it. Let's let's see, what else can I can do? Bloodlet. That could be useful, but I don't think I need that right now. And other than that, yeah, it's I can augury. My repeatable things are augury, bloodletting, or shared experience. Okay. Alright. We are going to augury again. A 7. Alright, one more survival. Alright. Augury again. A 1. That's actually that's good. Okay. -1 resource. What am I gonna get rid of? Great cat bones. Yep, that's fine. And that is going to proc insight here for a loon. That is fantastic. And insight, that is a tinker, I'm pretty sure. So let's go to insight. That should be this way. Hopefully not too far. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Too far, too far. Insight. Insight. Okay. Alrighty. Yep, and I am in the settlement phase, so let's see what we get. A 4. Okay, thanks. Dang it, anything else would have been great. That's fine. Alright. Who else could potentially proc understanding? I guess Dandy. I just don't know if that's necessarily worth it. I guess let's start doing it with Kel'Thuzad. 10. That's intimacy. Sick. There's the spend for that. Alright, I need to designate. I didn't do this correctly last time. I do need to designate a mother and a father. I don't really track this. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I probably should, but I don't. I think most of my 9, so it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's only one survivor who's not made. Who is it? It's Anduin. Wow, I'm like dangerously low on men. Okay. Alright, well, who has the least stats? Alright, I think it's gonna be Kel'Thuzad and daughter. There we go. Alright, don't die. Okay, 6. Settlement gains +1 population. Woo! Alright. And let's see. Kel'Thuzad and daughter. So Belzad. Alright. And let's see. What's my ratios at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Alright. We need more Gentile men. +1 understanding. We're going to all agree again. We'll go with who are we doing there? Kel'Thuzad. A 6. That's +1 survival. You've done it. Okay, we'll try that again. Yes, all right. We're gonna choose the same two again. Daughter and Kel'Thuzad. Oh. Okay, that's fine. Whew. Thank God. This is gonna be Kelter. If you hate this naming convention, I'm sorry. I think it's a little funny. +1 understanding. Okay. I think we're just gonna keep going. I need to kind of get my numbers back up, so let's go with Kel'Thuzad again. An 8. That is intimacy. All right. Kel'Thuzad and daughter. Really putting in overtime here. 8. That is gonna be +1 population. All right. Okay. Yep. Nothing else happens. I don't have the bed. That'd be sick. All right. We're gonna name this one Zip. So now I'm at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So we can go back to female here. +1 understanding. I guess Zeppa feels more. Zeppelina? Sure. Zeppa. I like that. That's fine. Okay. Gonna do an augury one more time. A 2. Alright. Well, Kel'Thuzad, you finally learned something. It took you a little bit of time, but you got there, bud. I like bones are probably the least useful thing for me right now, so let's just get rid of a monster bone, I think. Oops. Okay. And now I just have 2, so I think I'd like to what do I want to do? Yeah. I don't know. Now I'm kind of debating is, because I'm 1 away from potentially getting the insight proc on Kel'Thuzad. That seems worth it. And I mean, getting 2 hunt experience is nice, but it usually just ends up getting somebody a fighting art. So I think I'm actually just going to continue my little augury train here. Let's see if we can't. A 4 is just survival. That's not really kind of a null result. And let's go one more time. Let's see what we can do. An 8, that is another intimacy. We'll do that. Same people. A 9 is a twice fortunate event, and a pair of healthy newborn survivors enter the world. +2 population. That's great. Okay, so we got our population back up to 13 here. And we need a fun, like, twins name. So it's like a fun twins name. Or the Bill and Lil, I think, were the names of the Rugrats twins, right? So we'll do them. And then Lil. I guess it was Lilith, maybe? Philip and Lilith? I'm not sure. If you know, let me know. I just know that they were called Phil and Lil. Okay. And I think that brings us to 13 population. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 even. Great. Okay. So we were able to completely repopulate Lillian. It was Lillian. Okay. All right. Well, let me change that. Lillian. Lillian. Okay. We were able to completely repopulate after the hand came through here, thanks to some really hard work from Kel'Thuzad and daughter, as always. I appreciate your service. The settlement prospers. And I don't think there's going to be that much else for us to do. We've spent all of our endeavors. We did some repopulation, which we're probably going to need because we may be coming up on another forced survivor loss here when the hand comes back in 2 years. So I do need to keep taking. I think I need to keep taking a loon out to try and get the weapon experience on the Twilight Sword. So that'll probably happen. So maybe let's do our gear grids. I don't think Jaina actually goes out. Or maybe she does. Maybe she does. Let's do it the way I normally do it, which is to look at the gear potentials and then work backwards from there. That's usually what I think yields the best results. Try and fit the survivors to gear rather than trying to fit gear to survivors. Try and fit gear to. Actually, I guess that's exactly what I want to do. I want to fit. No, yeah, I want to fit survivors to gear. It's kind of reciprocal, kind of like the same thing if you really think about it. But make the gear sets first and then find survivors that complement what that gear set's supposed to do. That's usually the goal. So we're not going to take Dandy. Dandy, you are very valuable and we need to save you for... We took you out because we needed resources and you did a great job getting us back in the game. But now we need somebody with maybe accuracy, maybe strength. Probably accuracy and luck would be the best thing. I don't see accuracy luck, but I do see accuracy, and that's on Kel'Thuzad. And so I think you're in, bud. You're going in. 1 accuracy? Nice. Especially with the Katars, because they're only 7s. I think that's good, and I know that we went through this several times. I don't think that we have a way to, without breaking the set, I don't think we have a way to turn on Lucky Charm, and so I don't think it's worth it otherwise. So I think Kel'Thuzad's going to go out just like that. Best of luck. Valera is probably our best survivor. We're going to reset injuries here. Probably our best survivor. But I don't know that... I don't know that we need her. for this coming showdown. Could still be useful. I think we need to iron out. I think Elune is going. I think Elune's going. And if Elune is going, then I think we need to figure out. So I think we take the Twilight Sword. But I think we give the cat eye circlet. And we're gonna try and hit once. But see, the issue is that like we may hitting with the Twilight Sword's hard. We might not do it. Like, and then if we don't hit with the Twilight Sword, then we can't use the circlet. Like ideally we would hit early, but that may not happen. We would have one accuracy. And I guess I have +1 more accuracy because I have 1 weapon proficiency. And if I stand behind, so that would be 9, 8, 7, 6, hitting on 6s. That's not terribly likely. I could. Alright, I think we're going to leave that. I think that's fine. I am insane. I'll gain some more insanity, so I'm not worried about not having enough insanity. And that's going to free us up over here to potentially. Let's see if we can get. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we're going to take Kael'thas here. We're going to take the bow. We're going to take the charm. We're going to take the the claw head arrow. And now we're going to have the luck, the evasion. This is great. Okay. I really like that loadout. I suppose I'm not going to take the Whisker Heart. I don't think I need it. I don't think I need the Whisker Heart. Also, you can just fall into the hole because it's noisy. Which, like, I know a lot of people are like, oh, never take a noisy weapon because you could fall in the hole. But, like, you know, if it happens, it happens. I, I don't think you, like, live in fear of that hunt event. I just think you accept it as a possibility. And I guess I just have the skullcap hammer still. I didn't. Is this? This is Valera. Axe. You don't have a dismembered arm, do you? No. Hmm. All right. Well, I mean, to be honest, I think we're probably going to go in and we're probably either going to hunt. Well, it's going to be a level 1, so it's either a lion or an antelope. I just don't know which one I think I want to do right now. Probably, probably an antelope, just because we have no like there's literally nothing else that we want from the lion, but the antelope does still have gear. So even if like the spreads for resources aren't as good, I think we hunt the antelope. But we're really looking to get as much hide as we can so we can start pivoting into leather. And so I think these are going to be our loadouts. And I think that we're in pretty good shape here. Let's give our +1 evasion token here. Let's give our plus. Do I have a luck token? I do. +1 luck here. Let's get another evasion. Evasion. Bring it to me. And we'll set that right there. Evasion. Mm-hmm. 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 All right. I think we're shaping up pretty good here. I also have the clawhead arrow. So chances are I can hit with that, give another -1 evasion. 1 evasion there. Oh, and another evasion here, right? Evasion. Give to me. Okay, double evasion, triple evasion. All right. And you don't really get anything passively, but that's fine. You're doing great. All right. And I think we're pretty much set up and ready for the hunt. We've stockpiled a lot of resources. I'm pretty happy about that. And in general, I think we're in a pretty good spot. I am a little bit worried about the coming years. I am excited about a principle, but I think unlocking Inner Lantern's been really great. So yeah, ultimately, I'm really quite thrilled with this. I thought that this definitely had the chance to be a very important settlement phase, and I think that it really was. I think that we got the absolute best result on the hand, which was very fortunate. I think that we did pretty good with our repopulation efforts. What do we have? 5 kids? That's great, because honestly, we were in dire straits there. Um, so yeah, some tireless effort on the home front for us, and I think we're in a pretty good position. Let's see how we can get through these next um, couple couple sessions with our hunt. Hopefully, nothing catastrophic happens, and then obviously with our showdown phase. And I think we're gonna hunt the level 1 antelope. I'm a little scared to hunt another level 2. We barely kind of got out of the last one, and I took a savior, so I'm I'm not as bullish on doing that again. But I think we're gonna call it there. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I know this was kind of a long, rambly, just kind of pondersome uh, settlement phase, but there were a lot of really important choices that we had to take and we had to consider. And I think that it's interesting, but I think that the little kind of not quiet, but like these understated settlement phases or these understated parts of the game usually end up being some of the most important because this is where we make our strategic goals. And strategic goals can't be actualized if you, yeah, well, rather, uh, tactical goals don't mean anything if your strategic goals, are misaligned. But I definitely don't work in corporate America, so don't listen to that or worry about that because I'm actually the dungeon guru. And stay safe down there.